You are now tuned into Let's Talk Podcast, where we talk less but do more. Today we have a very special guest. This is when you say your name.
Tez, man.
Tez.
Do I gotta go? I go by my social media or my real name, or I just
You can
Tez
say
is cool.
Tez is cool. We don't need to see your social
sure.
ID or nothing like that.
Okay,
this episode is just going to be based upon the importance of Black fatherhood and intentional parenting and just being a man of the house, leading a family, and all those things, stuff like that. First icebreaker question: mom, daughter, wife. And can you put those in order? Mom, daughter, wife.
wife, daughter, mom.
Wife, daughter, mom. Okay.
I always be there for my mama. Like always be there for my mama, but wife's supposed to come first, of course, and then my kids. That's just you grown already. Everything is set in and nurtured already. My kids is still like a growing thing that I gotta care for and whatnot.
So wife, daughter, mom. That's your answer. And that's why you said that makes sense. And you know, it's some men.
Wife and daughter, it'd be like.
Well, you got to put them.
Yeah.
But wife, daughter, mom.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's great. That's how it should be, because it's some men, stupid men, that put their mama first all the time.
Yeah, I got some friends. No offense to anybody, but no.
It's people that put their mom. I know people that put their moms first, and it's just like, and you wonder why every time we get into an argument, I was talking about your mama, because.
Yeah, I didn't seen it happen. Like I say again, I always be there for my mama. I go above and beyond for my mama, but at the same time,
if it comes down to it,
yeah,
it's wife, daughter, mom. That makes a lot of sense. That says a lot about your character. How do you define being a father in today's society? A real father.
Discipline, spending the time, like actually spending the time. Like I take the time and play and be childish with my kids. Like I forget where I read it at though, but it was like the most important thing, like when raising your kids, is remembering when you was a kid and what was missing, and like, you know, like what you wish you kind of had more of. And yeah, so I try to play with my kids, get them attention, gotta discipline them, and I try to spoil them, but not spoil them at the same time.
How does that work?
So, again, my daughters, they real smart. They do everything they supposed to in school and all that. So they gonna get nice things, especially if I got nice stuff. They not gonna go without. But at the same time, it'd be like knowing that this stuff don't matter. Like it's nice, it's material, but never get caught up in thinking this is what life about, or that this is the real stuff, that, you know, like that it's not nothing important. It's just going to seem important as you get older and around certain crowds of people,
but it's not.
Knowing that that's not important, and it's nice, but I don't value it. I like this stuff, I get it, but I don't value it. So I kind of raise them and making them work and stuff. Like here, wash these dishes, or do this for me.
Like
I lost
earning.
my keys, find my keys. You feel me? Just little stuff, and kind of just lay the foundation for that, to where they just don't ever sit and just expect for stuff to just come to them
And feel entitled
or
as
go
a grown
way.
adult.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of problems with adults in this generation,
Tied to that,
it's just entitled. Like, it's entitled.
Literally.
And a lot of times when I meet people that's entitled, or I know people that's entitled, and then you get their backstory of how they grew up, it's like, okay, this why you stupid. Literally. I get it. What does being a present father, how important is being a present father to you?
Super. So I had a conversation with my kids all the time, and I say, I could have died. I could have, like, literally, I could have lost my life a few times. I could have been into all type of bullshit. By the grace of God, I got myself together. You feel me? So I feel like it's super, super important. Like, especially, I feel like either gender, but even more, I don't have any sons. But if I had a son, I feel like I would be on him like a whole lot. Like it's real important. And then with social media being like, they got a view into, when we was growing up, it was like you had the people around you to kind of look to or look up to, and you know what I'm saying, view their life, and you still wouldn't know too much about them.
Now
it's so much everybody business everywhere, and there's so much shit for your kid, like a blank canvas. So it's so much shit for them to get painted by. It's like if you don't paint there and fill that up with something, is going to come from elsewhere, and you're not going to recognize, or you're not going to like what you get on the back end.
Do you think your approach with fatherhood is different from your upbringing or how you was raised?
Yeah. I had a lot of freedom.
You did?
A lot of freedom at a very young age. Like I used to even tell my mama, like I'd like to be honest, like, so I tell her, like, I was doing this and doing that. I was doing a lot of shit I wasn't supposed to at a young age. Like, I don't care. I was selling weed. I was selling crack. I was selling drugs.
Selling crack?
Yeah, I was I was selling drugs. I would be at my friend's house for weeks and months at a time sometimes. And to the point they mamas are like, can I talk to your mama?
Or are you not even in trouble? Like,
yeah, and I call on have my little burnout phone. I call like, hey mom, can you feel me? They want to talk to you. Can you bring me some pizza rolls? You feel me? My little snacks and shit. Bring me some snacks over here too, so I don't be eating their groceries. And then I just continue. So I be on my kids. One thing my mama did that I used to look and I used to feel like she was weird, but as a parent now, like, I look back on that, like, oh yeah, you was doing right. She used to go through my stuff. Like, I would catch her snooping through my room. But now you get it. Hell yeah. Because
I feel like I didn't really have a lot of time to just do everything I wanted to do. I was always like doing something, or my auntie was like, I was the only one out
like
of my
extracurriculars and stuff.
Yeah, and I was the only one out of.
So I never. Let me think hard before I lie to you. I never got put into no extracurricular.
See, I tried everything once except crack. No, but like in school,
but I like, your parents usually sign you up for it. Was like, no. Only thing I ever been in, I was been at chess club, but it wasn't like a real chess club. Like, we did nothing outside the school. And that was elementary, and then in high school, like, I went to an all-white school because I was doing real bad in school, so I had to leave all my friends to graduate, and I was on a chess club there.
Oh, that's what's up. You know how to play chess?
Hell yeah.
What about spades?
I
don't know how to play none of that.
All the black people guys, I can't be fucked with it. Like, whoever, open invitation.
I left when I was 16. I moved out, but I feel like
it was early.
Yeah, because my auntie was strict. Like, I was the only one of my friends that had a car, but I had white friends. I had to be in the house at 10. They parents don't care. I remember one time we was sneaking out. I'm the only one with the car, so we sneaking out. We live right next door. My auntie called me. I'm like, hello. She was like, I seen her in the window, and I'm like, oh my God. She like, have fun. I'm like, huh? Like, I'm asleep. She like, have fun, because when you get back, your ass is grass. I'm like, well, if I come back right now, am I still in trouble? She's like, you might as well go do what you was about to do, because when you come home, your ass is grass. So it was like that. So
she 100 for that, though.
She like, because your ass is grass. So I feel like being able to have like that freedom and being exposed to stuff at a young age, it makes you a better parent, because you already know. My daughter came home from school. Every time she come home from school, and she's only 5. Every time she come home from school, I'm like, give me a book bag so I can get whatever papers out her folder. To this time, she come home from school, she go in her room, then she come back out like with the book bag. And I'm just looking at her. She like, here you go.
Damn, I
said, whatever you just went and took out that book bag, you have 2 seconds to go get it. And she was just looking at me like, how do I know? I'm like, Zen, I said, you will never be smart. You will never be sneakier than me.
Did this shit.
I said, anything you think about doing, I've done it already. And she just was like,
way better. I told my kids, y'all don't know how to lie or none of that. Like, y'all don't have to act right. None of that. We was cold with it.
I'm like, you're crazy. She had, in the letter, it was something so small. Like, she did something in school, but it wasn't nothing serious. And I'm like, but now you're in trouble for trying to hide it. Yeah. I would have just talked. Now you're in trouble for something bigger than what you would have been in trouble for. So, what stereotype do you think should be, like, taken away from being a black dad?
Even though it's still some out there, the deadbeats, though, I know a lot of great... it's still something out there. I threw that out there first, but it's a lot of great fathers. I I put it like this. I don't associate like you don't take care of your kids, we wouldn't be cool like that. And like I say, a lot of guys I know, dope fathers, great. You feel me? Great fathers do their thing. But yeah, I feel like, don't get me wrong. Yes, it's still something out there. It's still a very real thing. I never understand that.
This is why when I be going so hard on the person that I had my daughter with, like when I be going in, people be like, damn, Shell. I be like, no, because I really know some good fathers. I know some really great fathers that do it, that actually is doing something with their life, that they can actually say they're busy and really be busy, but they're still making it happen. Still do it. So it's no excuse to how you're a horrible person. It makes no sense. And he told me to stop talking about him on my podcast. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to say nothing else. Dude. But I know some really, really, really good fathers. So that's why I have no leniency with that. Like if I'm talking to a guy and we've been talking, then he just like, oh, I got a kid. Where you at? Like, where is he? Where is she? Or if I'm talking to a guy
supposed to be.
And we first start talking, he got a kid, I'm asking, oh, you talk to your daughter? How your daughter? Yada, 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 yada. That's why I don't understand how people be in full-blown relationships and don't take care of their kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you, because you have all daughters, would you ever think you would try for a son? Are you done?
Damn.
Or it's really not up to you, but...
she want me to have it, but she want to try. So.
I think I seen her post something like basically
she been on me about it.
What if it's another girl?
That's the thing, like, and like I said, I love my kids equally, and I would love, but I would be hurt on some level somewhere. What? Another, and I love my daughters. They dope. And my youngest is, I feel like that's close to a boy I could get, cause she real rough. Like
that's my daughter. She's so rough.
She rough, and like we play fight. She goes, she box, and she fight her sister. She be smacking the shit out of them. But if I have another girl, I ain't even got no name. I don't even got no name.
Would your son be a junior?
I feel like at this point, so I used to always say like I want my son to have his own name. But at this point, like I don't, like, it's been a long journey. Like I gotta stamp.
It's a while to get here.
I gotta stamp this for sure. I ain't gonna lie.
How do you prepare your daughters for a world that's just constantly evolving and changing? Like, what's those talks like? They always say like I preach to them and I lecture them all the time, and literally, because like I say, the world is crazy, and I don't know, it's like a disconnect. Like I feel like through all the age group, it's a disconnect now. So I just talk their ear off sometimes, and I know, like it used to be times where somebody would be preaching to me and talking so long, and I wouldn't be retaining everything. Yeah, but
some
stuff you still,
I would be pulling some stuff out of there. You feel me? Even when it's long and drawn, and no matter what, even if it's because it's irritated. It's gonna stick. Even if I'm irritating you or I'm boring you, it's gonna stick in your head. It's gonna stick in your head that I done talked your head off this ear, talked your ear off and talked your head off this long. You feel me? So I periodically, and then of course when they do something bad, and then I gotta check in and tighten them up.
Are you the disciplinary?
Yeah, literally.
Really?
Literally, all the way through. It'd be like I ain't gonna. It ain't. So it's not night and day. With me, I'm the bad guy. Like, oh, all right, I'm gonna let your daddy know.
And usually dads are the ones that's not.
Yeah.
You don't have a problem disciplining your kids.
But even off just the talks, they be ready to they get the busting out crying.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, they be crying. Or the big girls, they gonna get to getting teary-eyed and looking around sometime.
And you never get like a little soft spot?
Yeah, I do. Shit.
Or you stand your ground?
No, I do. But when I with my kids, I love on them afterwards, like, and I kick it with them, like, so. Times I gotta whoop them, and I'll sit there like I don't like to whoop you. This don't do nothing for me. But at the end of the day, like you gotta know that there's consequences to certain stuff. You feel me? And there's certain ways that you're not gonna act or that I'm not gonna allow. Like it's not okay.
That's why it's so important. It's so important to have a dad in the house. Period. But it's just so important to have a father figure on a daily basis. Like what I try to explain to Dum Dum is, even though we don't live together, it's some days you should be picking her up from school, and it's some days you should just come over and help her with her homework. And it's, you don't like, we have a child together. I'm not gonna stab you. Like, you can come like, it's just, I feel like it's really important to have a father figure, not just on the weekends or every few weekends or months or weeks, but it's important to be consistently in a child's life, because she looking at me like, sometimes I say something, she be like, or I even pop her or something, they'd be right back normal. But if I be like, I'm gonna call your daddy, she busts out crying. It's like,
like, I be whooping you
are
too.
you serious?
I could be mean too.
Or she'd be like, please don't tell my daddy, he's gonna be mad at me. I'm mad. Do you care?
No, I don't know what it. So even like growing up, like my mom used to fuck us up. Like, you feel me? I ain't gonna say she's like, we wasn't getting abused.
Yeah.
It would be abused now in these in 2025. But you feel me? We just get whooped like regular black kids that get whooped. But that shit it wasn't nothing to me. I still go act right back out, get right back in trouble. But my godfather coming, he only ever whooped me one time, and this when I was staying with him. But outside of that, he had just come talk, and I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck it'd be like. I'd be right there, and I just get to. And literally, I swear to God. So I see my daughter doing. I'll be explaining to him like I was just the same way, because that's their grandfather. My godpops, like that's G-Pa, and they just be like sitting there crying. I'll be like, anytime G-Pa used to talk to me or pull me to the side, I'm like, that nigga just look at me and look mad, and I don't know, like it hit different. I can't explain.
I'll be like, she like, my daddy gonna be mad at me. I'll be looking at her like, I'm mad. Do you care? But what are your thoughts on the thin line between protecting your daughters from stuff, but protecting them and then preparing them? Like, you preparing them for the real world, but you also protecting them from it. I know as a father, y'all, that's y'all number one job, to protect. Yeah. So how do you feel about that thin line?
It gotta be a balance. It gotta be a balance, just because I know the shelter. I know how, from guys, especially the girls, like, let you cage that motherfucking girl.
Man.
Good. So I know how we used to be growing up, man. And especially you run into a shame experience. Nothing. What? Come on. Come on. You didn't have fun doing nothing with this girl all day, and she amazed. So hell no. So I try to lightly, as they age, they different age brackets, expose them to certain stuff or certain aspects of life, or just to kind of be open, like, but I always try to like be cool enough and open to where, like,
so they can come to you,
be comfortable. Be comfortable. No certain shit, but still, even if you messed up, be comfortable to come kick it with me and tighten up.
How do you keep those values strong with how you believe a certain way that, you know, they should act, they should dress, they should just carry themselves, versus letting them be like their own individual person and letting them just learn?
I probably overdo it sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, be honest, I probably overdo it a little bit sometimes. But I let them be themselves, kinda, yeah. Like, and I've been learning to do it more, because I used to be like, I used to try to buy all my daughter's clothes and all that and shit like that. Like,
from watching them on the internet, it's like they all got their own separate personality. Like, each one of them had their own separate personality. It's really cute.
Literally. They got, and they I can't say, I'm not saying it because they my kids, but I feel like they dope little people. Like, I fuck with my kids. Like, outside of them being my kids, like, y'all cool little individuals for sure.
That's how I be like, yeah, you know what? You cool.
No, for real.
Yeah, I love that. I love my daughter. It's like a different type of love. That's why people like, I don't got no kids. It's like having a child. And this is why, even with my situation, my circumstance that we in, it's like, having a kid is a different type of love. Like, when I'm in the bed, and sometimes I be soft and let my daughter sleep with me, and I just be looking at her while she sleep, like, this is my little human.
I created you.
Oh my! And then some nights I even sleep better when we sleep skin to skin. I'm still holding her, like, and sometimes my face break out because I'm laying on her head after I just did her hair. So it's just,
you got grease.
Yes, grease, and I'm like, why is my face break? And it's because her hair. But look, it's a different
how they
love.
feel, how they be at peace sleeping up under us. I sleep so good.
In the morning, like, we got to get up. It's so, like, having a child is a whole different type of love. But of course, we are human beings and we need our own time to ourselves. How do you balance being a husband, a father, and still having time for your own personal like goals and stuff?
So it's like the father shit. I feel like it always been easy for
It
me.
just come natural.
Yeah, like I always wanted to be a father. Like no funny shit. Like so I did. Me and my actual dad, I just took like a DNA test with him, and
Like
I've
now?
been like over the last year.
Oh, that's what's up.
Like bought it to you feel me? So I kick it with him. I go check it out. I met some other brothers and shit. But so that always had been a thing for me. Like if I had kids, like fuck just being there. Like
You really
you don't
lock
even know.
in, yeah.
Like before my daughters was talking and shit. Like I still got it's probably on my old page shit like that. But daughter like Milan, I had her ad and all that early. Like I was ready. Like what? It's like
Prepared.
like a video game. Like create your own player. Like I just made this little motherfucker. What? Yeah. So that's not a problem. I feel like I do that with my eyes closed. And then honestly, when I'm at home and Rock hate that. Like she like when y'all daddy here, y'all don't bother him.
My friend was just saying that a kid will walk past the daddy to ask the mama.
But they when they do bother me, it's very subtle. Like they'll come sit under me and doing what they doing. They know you're not about to eat a lot of junk food around me. If you ever hurt, I'm gonna take care of that. But you're not about to cry over nothing around me, and you're not about to. Because I'm never one of them. Oh, I'm on the phone or oh, you bugging me. They could come talk to me whenever, but they do their thing. Like they be on autopilot. Literally, I could play the game and
they don't bother you.
No, hell no. They like I say when they want to come be up under me, or I watch anime. So sometimes like two of my youngest the most watch it, but my second youngest they come in there and watch cartoons. You feel me? Watch anime with me. And shit, I don't know. The little stuff I do, I got a video game at home. I got good food. I got my dog, and like I say, I enjoy the time with my kids. I don't really need. I'm like simple.
Simple.
It don't be taking much.
What's 3 things that you think you like? 3. How can I say this? What's like the top 3 things that you think as a man you need to like run a solid household?
Gotta be a leader. You have to. You gotta. Even if you're not a leader, just everywhere in life, because everybody isn't a leader. You could, but you gotta have leadership qualities in your house. You gotta be the head of the household. It means something to be them. You steering where everybody going. So you gotta be able to do that well. As a man, I feel like. Because this is another thing that I feel like is crazy that people don't do no more.
What?
Can't fix shit or like not handy. Like you can't change a tire. You can't fix some shit if shit go wrong. Like knowing how to do stuff like it's crazy. Like fixing stuff. My kid's sick. They hurt themselves. They bleed. Any of that. It be real calmly taken care of.
Men are so soft. Men are so soft. I hate it so bad. I was on a date with this guy, and he was talking. I'm like, because say for instance, I'm like, if our tire blew or something, are you calling AAA or are you able to change the tire? He like, I'm not changing no tire. Man, what? And he was a short king.
I done changed tire a couple times. Stop coming.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He had dreads.
Real shady.
Double homicide. He had dreads too, and he was short. Woo, child. Yes, it's just like I feel like men are so soft. I don't even ride down the street and see men cutting grass no more. Like sexy man cutting grass, sweating, got his muscles out. I never see it. Like I never see it. I don't see him doing anything.
The niggas that cut grass, that's in the movies. I feel like
even at the gym, when I'm at the gym, I never see like the younger black guys. It's always like either an old daddy or a different race.
But no, leadership, like I say, I feel like that's just being a man, period. Like you don't gotta be Bob the Builder, which I'm not, but if my garbage disposal break, I know how to fix this garbage disposal 3 ways before I gotta call maintenance or you feel me, or call somebody to come take care of this. If my shower leaking, I know how to get some Teflon tape and redo the pipe, and you feel me. So it's like just I feel like leadership, being a man,
Mm-hmm.
and third, you say being a father, right? Give me a question again.
What are three things that what are the top three things that you need to run a like really run a household?
Gotta be a leader. You gotta be handy. I feel like love.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely gotta have love to hold everything together and have everybody together.
Speaking of love, what do you instill in your daughters about like self love and confidence?
I'm very big on that. I didn't even so Milan, her
Mm-hmm.
mother, she used to I used to we would get into it when it was time to get her hair did because she would let her get weave or she would pop up on me with weave and I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not paying for this. Like I literally that used to be my rule. If she get weave,
I'm not being.
you could pay for it. I
Mm-hmm.
pay for her every time. If she don't get no weave, she get weave. You want to do that? You going against my rules, my wishes?
Mm-hmm.
Pay for it.
But
And I
I
used
don't
to
think y'all understand that the weave make the hair last longer.
again. They do it now. It's okay now. But no, that was like a hurdle for me. That was like
Mm-hmm.
a hurdle for me. But it was like because I told my daughter, you beautiful just as you. You don't need
Mm-hmm.
nothing extra. You don't need to change nothing, no altering nothing. Love your like is very important because a lot of people like I feel like they lack that, and I don't feel like just because you want to change stuff or you getting stuff done, you know, because there's a lot of people that love their stuff and they just
Mm-hmm.
want to. You feel me? They like whatever change it is
Mm-hmm.
that they like to apply. But I feel like I gotta make sure you got that before I allow you to
Mm-hmm.
start makeup or hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like no,
Know that you don't need
know
it.
that you good, know that
Mm-hmm.
you good regardless. Like and that's something. And I tell them like I could put it, but it got to be there for you. So I be on them about that, about being confident
Mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying, just in themselves like you good, you got personality, y'all well spoken. Feel me? So I be very like I say that used to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like oh no, I'm not paying.
And it's actually it makes sense. I'm that person like she getting it, I'm in it, whatever. But now I noticed if I didn't make it to get her hair done, she would feel a type of way. And that's what made me stop getting her hair like braided with the weave and stop getting her because now when I want to do ponytails because you're only 5. When I want to just do you some ponytails or you might wear just like a curly puffball,
Like I
she
don't
like
like it.
my hair is not done. They're gonna laugh at me, and I'm like, who gonna laugh at you? You got a head full of nice curly hair. Your hair is done. Like, what are you talking about? It's not. It's supposed to be. No, that's not how your hair is supposed to be. So now, wake up in the morning, give her some ponytails. Like today, when I get up, when I leave here, I'm about to go do her hair in a cute little hairstyle. But you have to know that you can wear your own hair. You have
Yeah,
nice,
that
curly, nice, good, thick hair. You can wear your own hair, and your hair is still considered done. And kids are so cruel in school, period. So I think having that self esteem, like with my daughter, we do affirmations in the morning. I say, like, you so beautiful, you so smart. That's important
hmm
because a kid to go to school and them kids be so
they
mean.
will crush. They will
They
crush
gotta
your kid's
know,
little
like
spirit. I ain't gonna
my
lie.
daughter said something like, and she said she said I had a gap. Like, why did I have to have a gap? I said, but you're beautiful. She's like, yeah, I told her I'm the prettiest girl in the world. Exactly, because you will come home and ask for braces. A kid, like kids are cruel, kids are mean, so you have to
Or your kid
instill.
and not want to smile like they usually
Mm-hmm.
smile. All that like yeah, they go out into society and like I said, if your kid ain't tough or you ain't instilled that in
They a
them,
break,
they
yeah.
will break your kid down.
How did you know when you met? First of all, how long you been married?
2 years,
But y'all been in a relationship for 1,000.
11 years. Yeah,
Yeah. So how did you know? Like, how did you know she was the one?
I didn't right away. I ain't gonna lie, I
How long
didn't
it
right
take?
away. But because we went through, we had went through, so we done went through some
Mm-hmm.
shit. We been on and off all that,
Oh
so it
no,
wasn't just
okay.
like no. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm you know, I'll be private, I'll be to myself, so
Yeah.
nobody would know.
Mm-hmm.
You would know to a certain extent, but it's like it's never nothing to broadcast. But it's like,
You went
yeah,
like
like
fuck that bitch on. Yeah.
yeah, and then it's never that. Like
Mm-hmm.
even if we be beefing, like we not fucking with each other, we not together. I still love you. Like
Mm-hmm.
she called me and needed something did or any of that, or
Mm-hmm.
she could call me about probably you feel me whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like um prior to meeting her, I had prayed like because I felt like I would how we just was talking in the hallway, like I would find something wrong with girls.
Every time.
I would. So a lot of girls, like I'd be like, I, whether it be if it was a messy situation with them or like, cause you know some of y'all to treat a nigga funny till y'all like a nigga. So I'm spiteful. I ain't gonna lie. So I like, oh no, that bitch treated me funny for she was on my dick. Like, no, that bitch is over. I ain't. You feel me? So it'd be like any little thing, like, and I'm like, man, all right, I'm prayed on it. Like, next girl, I'm like, I'm a stick it
Lock
out. Like,
in.
since somebody, I'm a tough it out and roll with them. So that and me and she know about that, but it was like that was like the root of it, and then it just went from there. Especially when we had kids. Like once we had a kid together, then it was definitely over. Like, oh yeah,
This is the one.
yeah, but yeah, we. Like I say, she'd have been around for a lot of real situations and whatnot, and that's my dog, that's my baby.
That's what's up. I love it. What's a myth about marriage that you found out wasn't true once you actually got married?
Yeah, give me some down there. I can't.
Like, what do you like?
Like, what's all the marriage stereotypes
I
that they
don't
feel like?
know. I know nothing. I'm single, not even in a relationship. Like, what's something you thought? Okay, first let's change the question. What is from being in a relationship for 11 years and to being married for 2 years? What's different? Did anything change when you went from boyfriend to wife? I mean, boyfriend to husband, or girlfriend to wife? Like, is it anything that's different now?
Yeah, I feel like she submit because she still got some. She submit more though, more submissive.
Being a wife.
Yeah, and way more patience on both sides. Like I feel like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, we still have our days, and it still be our times. Like you feel me? Like damn, like, you feel me? We go butt heads and get it to it. But no, she way more patient. I'm way more patient. It be we able to talk like a lot. Like a lot of shit be just could you know what I'm saying? Like we yeah, our communication is way better, even if it got to be on the back end sometimes. Like, all right, come here, let's sit down, chop it up. Like, and I'm able to relay what I want to relay, and she receives it a lot better than she used to. And maybe I do. Of course, I'm gonna speak for myself and say I feel like I always, but I feel like yeah, I receive stuff better too. But
Of course you do. What's one thing? What's one thing? What's the thing you love most about her? Love most. I know you probably got a bunch of things, but what do you love most about her?
I can't say the cooking, but we both cook our ass off.
No, seriously, like for real.
And I love food, so I just instantly thought cooking. I would say her as a mother though. Like that's just like how I'm big on parenting. She's a dope mother to our kids.
Yeah, she is.
So it's like the other half to like to me as far as like, and like I say, the kids is again it's still wife, kids, mother, but the kids is like you know the most important thing. Yeah, so like that was like a big deal. Like you know, in a partner, like I gotta see the same kind of
qualities.
Yeah, the qualities, and we gotta be on the same mission. Yeah,
it's crazy because when I be going crazy, like about to have a mental breakdown about having one child, I be thinking in my head like it's people that got more than one kid.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell? Like, what the hell? For real. Even a couple of my sisters be having 3 kids, and I just be looking at them. We be on the phone, and they like hair everywhere. I'm just looking like I'm looking crazy, and they like, Nichelle, you have 1 kid. Y'all don't understand.
Yeah, I got 4 kids and a pet.
Oh my God. And I got 2 kids because having a dog is like having another kid.
Definitely.
Yesterday she ran out, was just all buck wild everywhere. This lady in my apartment complex called me like, your dog is starving. And I'm like, she just ate. I just let her out the back and she ran. I went outside like, Ice. She come around, get your ass out.
She done fed your dog. You know they'll do that.
I'm like, I'm on the phone. I said, don't ever feed my dog nothing. And I'm cussing her out. Monty on the phone like, that's how you talk to you? I'm like, get your ass in here. I'm talking to her. Monty like, who are you talking to? Zen or Ice? I'm like, I'm talking to Ice. It's really like having I got two kids. I got two
And
daughters.
dogs that have their attitude, dogs get spiteful and all that shit. You'll piss your dog off.
Or if she mad, she'll cry. She said in my doorway the other day, was just looking at me.
You probably ain't noticed your dog then revenge pissed on something or shit. Now that I said
God, that's
pay
crazy.
attention. Like, if you didn't discipline her or something, it could be even you breaking from the routine. Like, damn, you ain't been walking me like you used to, or you ain't been playing me, and you will look up and
I do think
like,
sometimes she do stuff. It ain't no accident because you know better, and she'll just spitefully do something.
Okay.
With being married, being in a relationship for a long time and then getting married, is like dating and going out. Is that still something that's important?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I think that would be a myth. Like, once you get married, you don't really date. Y'all just in the house.
But I see it happen though. I see it happen, but it's like, no, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm a homebody, but we gonna date.
So that's still important.
Hell yeah.
12 years later.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
Always. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta go do stuff together.
Okay, from married man to single damsel in distress. What advice would you give me on finding a husband? And do you got any tall friends?
Yeah, I got some tall friends for sure. I just gotta steer you towards the one. Some of my friends ain't shit. I love them though. You feel me? You my dog, so I wouldn't set you up for failure.
Don't give me no little dog.
Advice wise though, I feel like stand on what you stand on.
Period.
Stand on what you stand on, regardless, and it'll happen. But also, you gotta. I feel like
here we go. But it's always a but. I'm listening.
Because it's like, have your standards, but also operate like around them sometimes. Not
How do you
fully,
operate around standards?
Like if I'm job interviewing you, right, and you don't check all the boxes that's right here on paper to the standard of this job, but I see some potential in you. Like, oh, we could tighten up on that, or I like whatever it is about you, and it's like, okay, I could tighten you up here, and here, and so that's what I mean. Operate outside of your standards, like. But
then there's people that say don't date for potential, date for what the person is right then and there.
No, definitely, but it's weighing balance. Out your options. It's balance. It's not weighing out your options, but it's a balance to it. On one end, it's a yes. So I got a thing where I say, like, damn near everything in life is a contradiction. Like, don't do this, but do this. Not everything, but it's a lot of stuff where it's like, have your standards. Yes, completely, fully. Still be able to see potential in people. You feel me? Like yin and yang, night and day. So you gotta have both. So always know with a lot of stuff, be this way, but also have the ability to step outside of yourself and be on this other side or find that middle ground.
So just compromise.
Sometimes, yes. Okay. Everything is a compromise.
Yeah, I've heard.
You don't work, you don't got no money. You work, you got less time, you got money now.
That's definitely true. Yeah, I get it.
It's all a balance.
So I still got hope.
You can't work too much. Yeah, you
I'm 34.
Always got help.
I'm 34.
Still, always.
I'm 34.
Very young.
Somebody also told me if you don't have nobody by now,
don't let all this. You know how everybody use the word "old" so loosely. When you 29 now, you old. You OG to know.
But somebody told me if you don't have nobody by now, you ain't gonna never have nobody.
I don't agree.
He was a hater though. He just.
But I feel like you gotta be open to wanting somebody. It's some people in my life. I won't name these people or put them out there, but it's a couple people that I'm cool with or whatever, different roles in my life, and they be talking I'm single, but I don't feel like they want nobody at the same time. Like,
guilty. Sometimes I just enjoy my space, my peace. I was just dating somebody, and he felt like every time I didn't have my daughter, I was supposed to be with him. I can't get no private time.
No, you gotta have some you time.
Exactly.
But at the same time, that's good. Like, y'all was in the dating phase, he on your ass. That's good.
I ain't want to be. And then my friend was like, "You don't really like him because if it was somebody you really liked, you would."
Yeah, you would be on, and that's the other part to that.
I was compromising, see.
But you're not compromising. So compromising to be, I don't want to spend the time with you, but I'm gonna do it and see if I get. Listen, and you're not necessarily doing but boom, say dog he on your head, and that's not what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Step outside of yourself. Okay, boom. I'm about to. Every time I'm free, don't get me wrong. When I'm free and I'm kid free and stuff, I'm about to give my time to you.
Mm-hmm.
And see where it go. You feel me? You would be surprised. I ain't gonna say you'd be surprised, but because you might waste some of your time, but then you in the realm of variables and possibilities. Like you opening the door for it to be able to happen versus just you own me, like, because you don't want no nigga no nonchalant nigga. Then y'all like,
I don't do that.
Y'all want me exactly. So that's y'all hate that the most.
Yeah, I ain't playing with you. Like if you don't like me, just don't like. You're not about to like me, but treat me like a dog. So yeah,
that nonchalant shit drive with crazy.
Cause what? Yeah, I don't
but
like
that's
that.
That'd be the other side you get. Like, I'm on your head. Okay.
I'm on your head too much. Let me act like I don't care. That's crazy. But in closing, what's one thing? If it can only be one thing that you want your daughters to always remember, when they think about you, this is what they're gonna think about. What would that one thing be?
How much I love them. How much I love my daughters to death, evenly, all of them. How much I love them and care for them.
Oh, and what's some advice you have? What's some advice that you could give to deadbeat fathers that don't take care of their kids, but they want to try?
Be more intentional. Be intentional and like a lot of little downtime. Like try to.
And everything don't cost money.
No,
like no. You can watch her while I go to work.
Yeah, we could hang out at home. We could go to the park.
Preach.
Even walks. Like I used to. I ain't gonna say used to because I still do. But I would take my daughters and walk through like the neighborhoods and like and explain like, look, we can see way more when we walk. Like it's stuff you notice that you wouldn't notice when we in the car, and just like that, just you could talk about a little next to nothing, but it'd be real important.
Quality time.
Yeah, so just being intentional and like I say, even that getting down, chasing your kid around, playing
and stuff.
All that.
Well, I thank you for coming. I appreciated the conversation. I believe we need more men like you that are very intentional, that are great fathers.
Thank you.
Great fathers, men that want to get married. There's so many men I meet that think they're never getting married. And I just have to say this. I want men to start living in their truth, because I feel like a man that's like, I'm never getting married, I feel like he wants to be with another man.
That'd be like oh, that's what everybody say. And then I ain't gonna lie, people have trauma too.
Trauma, yeah, they traumatized.
Just like y'all go through stuff with niggas. Niggas have been through shit with girls. They
traumatized because they want to live in their truth and be with a man, but they don't want people to judge them. So they act like they like women, but they're not going to marry a woman because they won't be able to sleep with a woman every night.
Some of them might do like men, but no, it'd be trauma on both sides. So boom, nigga might have been hurt by a girl. You feel me? And some niggas don't recover for that. When I mean don't recover,
she hurt you in the 6th grade.
Listen,
we 30.
I know a lot of guys that he'd have been sad. He'd been a savage. She broke his heart. He'd have been a savage the whole way through. After that, like
that's crazy.
But it happens. And then some be like shit. Like man, they have problems. Like you, like any other trauma, you ain't gonna come out at the exact same. It's gonna, even if it's something you don't notice, it's gonna be something to it to where you ain't the same as you was on the back end of that situation. And then some guys be like, that. It's cool, like, oh, fuck bitches.
Fuck bitches get money. Bros over hoes. I'm gay. That's what it is. But thank you. That concludes this episode of Let's Talk Podcast, where we talk less and do more. I don't care, they're gay. Shit,